Percy Jackson that came out a couple years later. Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. The next season of the show is coming out later this year. This one's an hour and 43 minutes, so let's get started. No chat today because I need peace of mind. No chat today or tomorrow because I need peace of mind. I don't want to be stressed out the rest of April. We only got a few days left until May, and May is a big month for me because I'm closer to Comic Con. Mm-hmm. This one's not as good as the first one, but I still don't hate it. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people bothering me. You know. Mm-hmm. This was like the second Aquaman. Not as good, but not terrible. Our kind. It was a flashback. That's the girl that turns that gets cut in the tree. Mm-hmm. At least this movie's shorter than The Way of Water. Connected to the tree. They stole this idea in Eternals. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I don't mind that, but I don't want any stupid comments today in my chat from people that I don't know. This is a podcast, not a Q&A. Here come. There's Percy. There's the girl from the Hunger Games, Levin Rambin. Yeah, she's sexy. At least she's a new character who does something in the movie. She's not just a filler character like the turkey in Mission Impossible 7 and 8. uh, yeah. There's Dionysus, played by Stanley Tucci. Yeah, they recast the Centaur teacher. Pierce Brosnan couldn't come back, so wine. I know. I know. Again, you don't have to tell me. That's probably the most cringe line in the movie because I'm like, it's this is a mythology. We don't need to involve politics in the movie. I think that wasn't even in the script. I think Stanley Tucci like improvised that line, but it's weird because this is a world full of centaurs and satyrs and freaking cyclopses and everything like that. Why would you put that in the movie? I don't know. It's a dumb line. I didn't even like seeing that in the theater. It's very dusty in here. Gotta clean this room. I will later. Clarice, yeah. Mm. When season 2 of the show comes back, I'm gonna see it. I don't need a commentary for that. Mm. Stanley Tucci didn't want to be here. He was doing the Hunger Games at the time, which is a bigger franchise than this. Yep, the healing powers of the water again. I will not be doing the podcast next Sunday because I'm gonna be at the theater, so don't bother me in the inbox. I won't be here, so no podcast, no reviews that day. He's talking to the water, like Aquaman. Hmm. Yeah, this is Percy's brother. At least I don't have to see The Last of Us tonight, so I won't be bummed out and ruin my week. Because that completely wrecked my week last week. Tonight, nothing of that is going to happen. I move on. Don't say as you know. If we already know, why are you telling us? This guy doesn't even look like Pierce Brosnan. A nymph. It's a good effect. A cyclops. He just has one eye, so what? Some people do. Nick Fury has one eye. We're 12 minutes in. This actor commits. For him not really being, one eye, he acts like it. Mm-hmm. See? He's not blind, at least. Some people have both their eyes and still can't see. Or they're nearsighted. Of course, Luke comes back. He's a villain, full villain at this time. Here we go, the first creature of the movie. There it is. Mechanical bull. The effects still look great, especially the water horse later in the film. I'd rather have a TV show that continues the story compared to just, a couple of movies that just don't finish the story. There's the pen sword from the first one, yeah. But at least this one's completely different. It's not a It's they made Annabeth blonde because she's supposed to be blonde in the books. Well, in the new version, the black girl in the show is not blonde, but Hey, hair color doesn't matter in some movies because in the show, Percy's a blonde, not a brunette. Does it matter? Just get the essence of the character and I'll be fine. It is a cool effect, even in 2013. I'll eventually do the Mortal Engines. I'm just not gonna do it next month because the film's kind of long. This movie's not that long. Nope, can't burn him. He should have been. He would have been a. He would have been a better Johnny Storm than Joseph Quinn. I guarantee you, because he actually can act. Quinn is just—he's a nothing character in Stranger Things. Nothing. Eddie is one of the most pointless characters that they put on that show. He does nothing. Yeah, Percy C is bleeding, so he's human still. He's not. He's still vulnerable, just like in the first one. This is more like a transformer than a mechanical bull that you ride. Yep, 3D because this movie was done in 3D. A lot of movies were in 2013 because of thanks to Avatar, Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans. Some of the DCU movies, the MCU movies, forced 3D. I didn't want to wear glasses in the theater. Bye bye, bull. There's Luke. This is a different director too. It's not the same director. This is Thor Frudenthal. He did the first Diarrhea Kid movie. They did like they did in the Harry Potter movies, where the first two movies were directed by the same director, and then every movie after that was usually a new director. Up until we got David Yates, and he did the rest of the films. Even did the Fantastic Beasts movies as well. So, David Yates, because he has free time. So Luke makes an appearance, yeah, 19 minutes in. Whatever, you introduce him at the end, so because it would be no sense. They also colored her hair blonde because Levin was, Clarice is a brunette, so Hermione's not a blonde. She's a brunette as well. So I don't know how they say she's a rip off of Hermione. This is a completely different story. Like I said, it's fantasy, but it's a Greek mythology. That's like saying a griffin is a rip off of Buckbeak. It's not. It's a completely different creature. It's a good effect. It really is. Hmm. So he got banged up. Got eye crust. At least it's not going to rain today. It's not. Oh yeah. There's things I know that, trust me, I don't want to. I didn't want to know to begin with. Hmm. The Golden Fleece is in this one. That's from Jason and the Argonauts. The MacGuffin of the movie. In the first one, it was the pearls to get to the underworld. Here, it's the Golden Fleece. It's got healing powers. Hmm. Yeah. Wednesday, I won't be doing a podcast because I got to go to the dentist, and Thursday's the beginning of May. I want to be in. I want to be in peace. I don't want to be stressed out for the entire year. I need my privacy. Hmm. And if I have to shut off the chat, I'm sorry, but I got to. Yep, more exposition. Mm-hmm. Chronos, yeah. He's at the end of Wrath of the Titans as well. But this is a much better movie than that. That movie was so boring. Mm-hmm. It's a good effect. There's one also another character here that bothers me. Those three witches with no eyes. Yeah, that's in the taxi cab. Yeah, that scene is annoying. But yeah, again, this one is a sequel. It could only be a sequel. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. The Sea of Monsters. Yeah. Again, he says things wrong. It's hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. He put the thing on his hand, like Michael Bolton, and when he was singing the national anthem. And see, this movie didn't cost $200 million. I think it's a bigger budget than the first one because of the monsters in the water and Kronos because it's a big effect at the end. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's great. I don't have to defend myself from liking an actress. At least she's an actress and not a non-binary. I know what I like. I don't have to apologize for it. I apologize to no one. I am the Garfield of the YouTube. I don't care what other people think, especially strangers. I do these podcasts for my subscribers and fans that are going to support me, not attack me in the inbox. Exactly. That's how I feel, Clarice. She has gorgeous eyes, and she's a woman, and not married yet. So, and she's not the villain in the movie. You would think that she's more a Percy's rival than a villain. So, yeah, because Kevin McKay couldn't make a cameo in this movie. Him and Sean Bean and all these other big name stars from the first one couldn't come back. That's why this movie's shorter. Also, Percy's mom is not here either. Well, you are the main character. There's still a sense of humor that they retained from the first film. No Lady Gaga song this time, though. Tyson. So an hour 46 minutes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're bringing cans. Missed. Yeah. He has two eyes now. It's a good effect. He has two eyes. That's what he looks like. Yeah. Whoa. That's what the actor really looks like. Decent. Yeah, this scene is annoying. Those are the three witches, you know, with that. Mm-hmm. Those are those three witches with the. The makeup effects look fine, but Godfrey. No, that's not Godfrey. Yeah. Ugh. They were in Hercules. Thankfully, they're not in the movie long. Yeah, they're really annoying. They can do light speed. It's just an eye, guy. It's a good stunt. Well, we won't see them again, so that's good. No, no, the Washington D.C. That's the Capitol building. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Trump joke. Yep. An ATM. They don't speak Greek in Washington D.C. Yeah, look, not a spider, but a mutant or something. Mm-hmm. I do have a brother. He just doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, he's a father now. I hope he's a good father, and not neglectful and disappears all the time. Because oh no, a bunch of white guys attacking a black guy. Yeah, again, different time, guys. This was 2013. At least he's trying to defend himself. Yep, of course they take Grover. Oh, one of them is Hispanic. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they don't see Grover until later in the film. That's why they put his brother here. UPS, yep. Mm-hmm. That's everywhere. They deliver everywhere. Yeah, Alexandria Daddario is just gorgeous, man. And yes, this is product placement. Mm-hmm. Yep, UPS store, aka the op store. There he is, Nathan freaking Fillion. Yep, it's a good actor, and he's gonna be in the new. He's gonna be in Superman, and he's gonna be great, guys. Don't let the stupid haircut fool you. That man can act. They wanted him to be Green Lantern, and you got it. So shut up. Yeah, you wanted him as Green Lantern in live action. You got him. It's not Hal Jordan, but it's Guy Gardner. That is good enough. At least he's not played by a British man. Yep, Canadian actor. He worked with Stana Katic, even though they had some tension on the show Castle. He's a good actor, though. I've always liked Nathan Fillion. Serenity is a good movie. It's Fireflies. Yep, Uncle Hermes. And he worked with James Gunn a lot. That's why he's in Superman. Yep. Hey, look, it's the Amazon warehouse. Yeah, because Fillion is Canadian. He's not. He's not Greek. There's two Canadian actors, him and the Cyclops. Again, oh, look at the snakes. Yeah, this this is the year of the snake. So it's a good effect. Yeah, I love hair too. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink. Yeah, it's a nod to it's a wink and a nudge to Firefly getting canceled after one season. He's fun, man. Yeah, Fillion's gonna be great in Superman because you have a good director that knows how to use him, and you have a capable cast, and he's Green Lantern, something that we did not see in the DCEU. Why? Because we're scared of the after the 2011 movie. It was in the past. That was 14 years ago. Let's move on. Stop living in the past, people. Yes, that 2011 movie was bad, but was it the worst thing I've ever seen? Oh God, no! Not even because of Blake Lively. I've seen Andromeda. That's a nod to Clash of the Titans. We do. Yeah. And Guardians. Yeah, ask Vin Diesel. There's the water scene, yeah. We're 45 minutes in, so we're about halfway through the movie. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's the horse. It looks like the thing also was riding in Frozen 2. It's a really beautiful effect. Look at that. Epic Campus. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. It's a horse with like flippers. That looks really good. Those effects, how was it? How was it that those effects look better than something that came out last year? It's a beautiful effect. It really is. I'm not. It really is a good effect. And people crap on this movie saying there's nothing entertaining in it. I really like the effects in the film. They still burst onto the screen mostly. There's nothing dated in it. That would have been fun to ride at a theme park. I think it's the best effect in the movie. Of the creatures, yeah. Because I like the design, I like the colors, and I love how different it is from any other horse I've seen. Because it's like in Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. The effects are so good in that movie, and yet people don't want to go see it. I don't get it. It looks real too. That even though that's not a real horse, it's the effects like it doesn't look like oh my god that's CG. I'm like yeah it is, but it looks so for convincing. I wish it was in the rest of the film, but goodbye best effect in the movie. It makes me smile, and I needed a smile after the week I had. I need something to latch on to. Look, a tail, a scorpion tail. That's a good makeup effect. Look at that creature. Hmm. Chronos, yeah. Yeah, it does. Because I'm going to Comic Con in 6 weeks, and I want to go without getting a massive headache. At least I'm going somewhere this year. Hmm. He has one eye, so what? Hmm. What is that? Yeah, the movie's almost done. It's like halfway done. Let me lie down. Because I don't love these movies, but I do like them enough to rewatch them every now and then. Before the TV show comes back in December. Because I don't have to see the chat, because the chat's off today. I had to, because I needed a break. I've had a very rough week. Very rough. And May is a long month, so I got to get prepared for myself for everything. Expect the unexpected, people. It's tape. Mythical tape. There are some practical effects in the movie, too, not just, you know, just CGI. Because there's people in makeup and there's actual, sets and things like that. And some of the props are actual there, too. That creature is gonna be important later in the film at the end in the third act. Look at that stinger. It's daytime now. because Percy Jackson was doing another film at the time, so he had to be written out of the second half of the film, the first half of the film. Good stunt work. Yeah, there's an Asian guy. The leaky lifeboats. It's a good shot. Yep, water. Whee! I'm riding the wave. He's literally riding a wave. That's cool. Yep. Have a taste of water, buddy. It's gone. He's not a monster. He's not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In the flashback, there was a Cyclops. There's the creatures. Shark. The Maelstrom. That was in Pirates of the Caribbean 3, even though that movie's too long. That's why I'll never do those. Yeah, it's like the Maelstrom. Yeah, we're an hour and 5 minutes in, so it's almost done. It's like a ride. Whee! Yeah, it is like a ride at Disney or Universal Studios. It's like the Mario movie. Remember when Mario and Donkey Kong got sucked up by the eel? Yeah. Little gooey. There's Clarice. She's cute. Digestion. Good makeup effects. Mm-hmm. Again, the makeup is really well done. And unlike The Last of Us, I'm not bummed out after this scene. This movie does have its moments. At least they didn't get a British chick. That would have been much more painful. You know me. They ruin everything. They just make movies longer and unbearable at times. Especially franchises like Mission Impossible. Mm-hmm. I am gonna watch what I'm eating today. I'm eating some eggs so I can keep my cholesterol down and eat something homemade. That was a good stunt. Command center. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Their coordinates. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, these zombies look amazing. This came out around the time that The Walking Dead came out, and they wanted to put a zombie in there, and then, yeah, it works. Hmm. It's still better than that Disney Channel show, a movie, Zombies, where they don't even let the zombies look like zombies. They look like clowns, and they don't eat brains or nothing. So they're watered down versions. Yeah, I'll say. It's Coney Island. That's what it looks like. Everything is silent. This is how it was during COVID. All these theme parks were abandoned. Nobody was there. Plummet of death. Yep, there it is. Because there's no one there. He's a fun character. They put him here because, Brandon C. Jackson had to. It's a small world after all. Not a Disney. Yeah, again, I went on that ride when I was a kid. Look at those skulls. Those skulls are practical. Odysseus, Perseus, Theseus, a lot of uses. This looks like the cave that what's we call it Smaug was in. That giant cave with the gold. Yeah, it looks like that in the Hobbit. Again, another really good effects. See, he shows up in the third act, dressed up as a woman for some reason. Trust me, we all do. It's a, he has an eye, like a puppet eye. I know the feeling. It's a cool voice. I think that's Ron Perlman's voice. I don't know. I don't remember who did. They're really good because it sounds like his voice from Optimus Primal from Transformers Rise of the Beast. Hello, Clarice. Mm-hmm. It's a good effect, and there's an actual actor doing the motion capture. It does look good. Like a lot of people say this movie's terrible. I'm like, no, it's entertaining for kids. They put a lot of effort into this movie, considering movies nowadays where the effects look unfinished. Because they put more effort into this movie than a lot of movies that we get nowadays where they don't even finish the effects. 80 minutes. He hit him. He didn't kill him though. If you've seen this movie, he hit him on the side. It's okay. He didn't die. Self-sacrifice. Yep, they got to get the Kronos in for the final act of the movie. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, because Kevin McKidd wasn't available. You're the main character of the story. These movies are called Percy Jackson. I thought that was the Ark of the Covenant because it looks like it. But they couldn't put that here because that's not a mythology. Kronos looks like the end of the end of Thor Ragnarok, that big horn creature at the end of in Asgard. Yeah, it looks like that. I still think the first movie is better because it did a lot with the source material. Yeah, it changed some things, but it was really entertaining. More entertaining than it should have been. It wasn't garbage like Aragon or the or Clash of the Titans, the remake, or the sequel to that. Those are way worse than this. Very physical. Ah, what a suplex! That's how Jey Uso won at WrestleMania last week with a headlock submission move. He didn't die. It's not a cop out either. Like in Rise of Skywalker, you think people die and they don't die, except for Hux. He has to die like a little biatch. Why? Because apparently, yeah, it works. It's just like Thor and Loki. It actually works. When it works, why change it? That's what was missing in Love and Thunder. No Loki, it just wasn't the same without him. And then they had Christian Bale be underused in his own movie and he was Batman. Here comes the final boss. We're almost done. He's reassembling. The thing is, he doesn't need you, Luke. Yep, he ate him. Didn't give a damn about Luke. It's like a boss fight at the end of a video game. That creature again. Mm-hmm. It is a boss fight, like from a God of War game. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. We all do. Mm-hmm. Slice right down the middle. There's no blood because it's a PG movie for kids. It's a short fight, but it's fine. Like a boss. Mm-hmm. So Luke didn't die. Did a symbol of the Triton. And she gets stabbed. Because they have to have a dramatic scene. She got stung. Yep, she cut the stinger off. That's right. It turns to stone. Turn to dust. Yep. They're not going to kill off a major character in a kids movie usually. Hermione didn't die in Harry Potter, so see, told you she wasn't going to die. Like the ending of Power Rangers, the movie. That their power brings Zordon back to life. The half a moon. Bringing the tree back. It's a decent sequel. I like this film just as much as well, even though the first one is better. This one didn't have as much copyrighted music as the first one, but it's still better than Eternals. That movie bored me to death. It's like an hour longer than this movie, and it didn't need to be. Tree's alive. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's the Hunger Games. But she was in the first one. Cheers, buddy. Mm-hmm. It's almost done. Really, get up. Of course, they have to set up the next movie, which didn't get made because Fox was bought out by Disney a few years later. Excuse me. There she is. There's Talia in the last minutes of the movie as an adult. Mm-hmm. She's alive. So should they have to introduce her in Percy Jackson 2 in the TV show? We'll see when season 3 of the show comes out. Well, that's it. That was Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters. 97 minutes long. Mark Guggenheim. It was one writer this time. Based on the novel, yeah, by Rick Riordan. Let me see who played the character as well. No, that's it. It's over. There's no post-credit stinger here. It's done. But thanks for watching. The few of you that did acknowledge me. Tomorrow I'll be doing another podcast after I go out for So Undercover. And then that'll be my last podcast for the month of April. Because Wednesday I need a day off. I might do one Tuesday, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, see you next time.